Hello guys, Robot1 here, and today I have for you my updated version of my Elemental Hero / Master Hero deck profile. Now, I have been testing this deck for the longest time. This deck is literally my favorite deck. I've been working on this deck more than any other deck most of the time because it's literally my favorite deck. Absolute Zero obviously is my favorite card, as you can see from my logo, from anything else. Like, I love this deck more than anything. It was literally my first competitive deck I ever played. I've loved Heroes since the GX era. I always loved the GX anime. It's actually my favorite anime, purely because of Heroes are the main deck. And I've always loved Heroes in general. Like, I love Marvel, I love all sorts. I like DC somewhat, but not all of it, because most of the heroes are broken as hell and don't make sense, like Superman. He dies by a rock. But nonetheless, this is literally my favorite deck, and I literally work on this deck so much. So yeah guys, I am going to get right into this deck profile, explain my reasonings for some of the cards, and then I'm just gonna tell you all the reasons. So for starters off, we run free Shadow Mist. You have to run free Elemental Hero Shadow Mist purely because it's Shadow Mist. Helps you get your mask change. It helps you get any of your hero cards. It's basically the replacement for Stratos. Sadly, Stratos did not come off the list, but nonetheless, it's one of your best cards. You have to play it at free, no matter what. So yeah, free Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, free Elemental Hero Bubble Man. Sorry about the mixed rarity as well, guys. I am working on the ultis. But you have to run free Elemental Hero Bubble Man as well, purely because he's your special summoner, and if you want to make a rank 4 play, like I don't run a whole lot of rank 4s. I run about 3 in this deck. But if you're gonna rank 4 play, you want to be able to special summon this card from your hand. So you're gonna want to have at least this and one other monster in your hand. So this is literally one of your better cards because you're able to special summon it from your hand. Plus, it's your water target for stuff like Acid and Absolute Zero. So yeah. Also, if you draw this card and you have no field and no hand, 2 draws is fun. So yeah, free Elemental Hero Bubble Man. Next is 2 Elemental Hero Blaze Man. Now, I run 2 Blaze Man because it's a good opener, and it helps you get to your polymerization, which you only run at 1 in this deck, because you don't really care about polymerization. You don't really want to draw it. So the reason I run 2 of this is because this deck sometimes has a tendency to clog your hand with monsters, stopping you from being able to special summon Elemental Hero Bubble Man. So I run this so I can get polymerization to my hand and empty out my hand to be able to special summon the Bubble Man from my hand, then be able to make Xyz plays and fusion plays. So I am able to extend my plays and potentially go for game, because this deck really does like to go for game really easy. So this deck can really OTK / FTK very easily if you know how to play it correctly. Next, 2 Goblinberg. You run 2 Goblinberg purely because you play the Shadow Mist, and if you open Goblinberg with Shadow Mist, it just helps you get to your mask change. Plus, it can also make rank 4 plays easier, as we know with the rest. 2 Summoner Monk, same reason as the Goblinberg, just so you can get to the mask change / Shadow Mist and other things. Not really a big explanation needed. The ideal opening is with this and a Hero Lives, so then you don't have to pay half your life points with the Hero Lives, but you can't always get what you want, obviously. But yeah, so yeah, 2 Summoner Monk. You'll probably run it at free. I'll probably run it at free if it was up free, but the list has it at 2, so have to run it at 2. 1 Elemental Hero Alias. You essentially play this because you can't play Stratos. He's your beat stick of the deck. You need something with more than 1200 attack, so you can have something big to beat with. Because if your opponent plays Fosso Dino, you can't actually beat over it in this deck without something like this. So yeah, one Alias. If Stratos ever came back, I'd obviously take this out for the Stratos, but yeah, currently you just have to play the Alias because Konami won't give us back Stratos. So those are the monsters. So for spells, we play free equal. I play free equal because Rotor is at 1. So if Rotor was at 3, I'd probably play free Rotor and 1 equal. But playing free equal is essentially just search any of your heroes. Like there's nothing else to say about it. Just deck things and helps you get to the combo pieces you need. Free mask change. You have to play this card at free. It helps you get into your stuff like Dark Law, Acids, Koga, Diane, stuff like that. It just helps you get to all your mask hero combos, so you have to play this at free. 2 hero lives. Now, most people will play this card at free, but I don't really like it at free because the deck is pretty fast as it is. And I've never actually needed 3 of the card, so I run this card at 2 purely because I think it's a fine of 2 of, so it doesn't really need to be a 3 in my opinion. 2 Miracle Fusion. Miracle Fusion is essentially for late games where you can make stuff like Acid, Gaia, Blaze, Nova Master, things like that. So it's just a late game card. It can also help you go for your OTKs as well if you open up the ideal hand of Polymerization, Blaze Man, other hit, Shadow Mist, and a Bubble Man or something with this card. So it's essentially helps you go for a game and things. So yeah, it really does help the deck. 2 Mask Charge. You play this essentially to recycle your cards. If you've used a Mask Change and a hero, then you can just return them to your hand, get more plays, and just carry on playing. So just play this at 2. Now, one of the new cards from the Dark Illusions, 2 Pot of Desires. Now, most people say that this card is a bad card. I can agree with them on that fact. I don't really like Pot of Desires as a card that much, but running it at 2 can help you actually go for game really easy in this deck, and just being able to, if you brick or something, then you can just use this card, banish the top 10 cards of your deck, and then get advantage. So it's not a good card, but it's not a great card, but it's a good card at least. So it just helps you extend your plays to a point where you can win. Plus, before you activate this card, you always search out all the stuff you need. So yeah, just a card you would run regardless. 2 Twin Twister, essentially just to destroy back row. You can discard cards in this deck very easily. Like I said, you end up clogging monsters sometimes, so Twin Twister can help you out pretty easily, just to empty out your hand slightly. Now for one-offs, we are on 1 Form Change, essentially just to help you go for those OTKs with Anki. 1 Polymerization, like I said, for Blaze Man. 1 Rotor to search out anything you want. 1 Instant Fusion because we play Norden in this deck, and I don't really care if we see Norden or not. So because Norden isn't necessarily a winning card in this game, in this deck, and I don't really run a lot of rank 3s rank 4s like I said. And finally Raigeki, because just being able to clear your opponent's board is very, very good. So those are the spells. Let's move on to the traps. So we run 3 Call of the Haunted, just so you can bring back your Shadow Mist to get to your Mask Change. So yeah, just bring back cards to help you out. 2 Solemn Strikes, just because, well, 2 Solemn Strikes and a Warning, your Solemn Brigade, just to help you get to your, well, not even to help you get to anything, just to literally slow your opponent down. So yeah, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, because it's bottomless, why wouldn't you play it? And 1 Vanity's Emptiness, because you have to play Vanities in this format with all the decks running around that special summon. So that's the main deck. It's a 42 card main deck because we run Pot of Desires. I really do like how the deck works. I've been testing it. It seems to work very well for me, so yeah, it's a great deck. The main deck is really good, so let's move on to the extra deck. So I run 2 Dark Law to begin with, both ulti, and we also have this 3rd ulti right here, which is beautiful, goes along well with these. But I run 2 Dark Law because I don't really need it all the time. Sure, it's a very great card that can win you games, but having 2 Dark Law, I can recycle it and other things, so I don't really ever need more than 2. So 2 Dark Law is fine in the deck. 1 Koga, you played Alias, you played Koga, you have to. If I didn't play Alias, I'll play Kamikaze, but as you know, can't play Stratos. 2 Acid, basically for your sick Dark Law Acid on board to banish all the spell and traps. 1 Anki to help you go for those games, 1 Gaia because I play Goblin Burger and I play Miracle Fusion, so just being able to fusion summon is really good. 1 Absolute Zero because if you've got this on board with an Mass Change, you can go Mass Change Acid and then destroy your opponent's entire field, which is just amazing. 1 Nova Master because we run Blaze Man, you run a fire, so you run Nova Master. It just helps you get draws as well by killing monsters. 1 The Shining, you play this because you play Alias. Why wouldn't you play it? Same reason as Koga. 1 Elemental Hero Core. Now, the reason I run Elemental Hero Core is because of Miracle Fusion, and this late game is very good because this card is like, it's attacked, its attack is doubled. I attack with it, or my opponent's attacked it. I get to target a card at the end of the battle phase and destroy it. And when it leaves the field, I get to revive any of these heroes from my graveyard. So it's basically recyclability, and it can help me just win games. Like, it's a very good late game card, so that's why I run it at 1. And it's ultra rare. Thank you. So yeah, one core. 1 Norden because we play Instant Fusion, just helps with the free rank 4s that I'll be getting into a second. 1 Daigusto Emerald. I play 1 Daigusto Emerald to recycle my monsters, of course. And also to gain advantage. Like, you can go through monsters in this deck pretty fast, so this card can help it out. And recycle your Dark Lords. 1 Castel because it's one of the best Xyzs in the game. And 1 Blade Armor Ninja because you can push for game in this deck so easy, and making Blade Armor Ninja to push for game is always a good thing. So yeah guys, this is my Masked Hero / Elemental Hero, more towards the Elemental Hero because we play stuff like Acid, Absolute Zero and things. So yeah, this is my Elemental Hero / Masked Hero deck profile. Tell me what you guys think of it in the comment section below. I am working towards max rarity of this thing as well, guys. Like, everything is pretty high rarity. Like, I'm getting close to the max of the rarities. Still need those 2 ulti bubble man, but yeah. So tell me what you think of this deck profile. I think it works very well through testing, and I really do like how this deck works. So as always guys, please tell me what you think in the comment section below. Do you like my hero build? Do you think it needs some changes? Do you think you would play this build? And as always guys, please like, comment and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.